In the previous video, you learned how to make a malt extract agar and how to pour that onto Petri dishes. So now you should have some cooled and set dishes fresh for inoculation. In this video, we are going to be doing our transfers in a still air box environment, which is basically a plastic container with two large holes in one of its sides where you can fit your arms. And a still air box is just that, a space where the air is still and not flowing. You're going to need your Bunsen burner handy and also your scalpel. You can use a variety of cultures, as we already went through in a previous video explaining to you where you can source these, what they can look like, but we are going to be using fresh and myceliated agar plates to create agar-to-agar transfers. The reason why is because it's a super easy way and quick way to expand your cultures, and it'll really allow you to refine and work on your sterile workflow. A very important note and gentle reminder is that it's super important to keep this area clean and free of airflow at the time that you're doing your lab work. Spray all of your work surface, your hands, your lab coat, and your arms with 70% alcohol. Also spray the outer edge of your dishes and allow that to set and to evaporate before you start to turn on your Bunsen burner. Super important as well while using alcohol and open flames. Put your mask on, super important, and then light up your Bunsen burner and just keep it going to the side because you're going to be using this to sterilize your scalpel between each transfer. Set your dishes inside of your still air box, and a really good tip is to set your new fresh plates that you're going to be inoculated on the opposite side of the working hand, so that hand that is actually doing the inoculations and the transfers. And this is just so that it's easy and quick and seamless to make the inoculations. You're going to flame sterilize your scalpel, meaning you're going to wait until the metal is red hot, and this needs to be done between each transfer. But before you can cut into your healthy mycelium culture, you're going to have to quench that metal, otherwise you're going to kill the live mycelium. So to do this, just lift slightly the lid of one of your freshly poured and set agar plates and just dip the red hot scalpel into the agar. This should quench it. You'll hear a sizzle, and then you're ready to move on to make an incision into your healthy culture. With your cooled blade, you're going to open the lid of your healthy culture and just hover it at a 45-degree angle away from any air current, meaning if you're working with the still air box, it'll be away from your armholes. You're going to cut a very small piece containing mycelium and healthy mycelium. Just check if there's a part that looks like it's branched out more, or that just like looks healthier, and that's the part that you want to cut into. A triangle is the easiest way because you can kind of scoop that the easiest away from your Petri dish, and then quickly set the lid down. Open the lid of your fresh plate again at a 45-degree angle and place that sample face down onto your jelly agar. Work with one plate at a time, and once you're finished, you're going to seal your plates. Here you can use micropore tape if you need, or cling wrap if Parafilm is not available. Parafilm being the best of all these options because it's a tape specially made for Petri dishes and for cultures to be able to have some air exchange, whereas cling wrap, for instance, has no air exchange, and micropore tape tends to peel off with humidity in your incubator. After all of your plates are sealed, you're going to document on the front, on the lid of your Petri dishes, the date, the culture type that you used, the type of transfer, in this case agar to agar, or you can simply say A to A, and the agar recipe. And now you're ready for incubation. If you want to check out how to do this with a Bunsen burner and without a still air box, check out the next video.